Hey guys, welcome back. Please leave a like, this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
It's late at night when a man named Taylor immediately takes out his phone to record something in his girlfriend's house. He's by himself, and for the first time, he's hearing what his girlfriend often hears at night but never records on camera. At this moment, the sound of someone walking back and forth is heard from upstairs. The thing is though, no one else is home except Taylor.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Yo! Bro just punched the ghost.
Eerily, the sound of charging footsteps is heard descending the staircase and heading towards Taylor. And as promised, he delivers. He lunges at whatever it was that was heading towards him. Although losing his balance upon doing so, he continues to record on the off chance that something else happens. Unfortunately, nothing does, but at least the sounds from earlier have stopped. Now, while most people tend to run away from paranormal occurrences, it is refreshing to see someone do something different. But as some believe, it might be best if he didn't confront the ghost in this house. Regardless, ghost or not, it is nice to see a different kind of reaction.
Hell yeah, bro gave him the business. That ghost walking around with a black eye now. That ghost is gonna press charges, bro.
So y'all, I'm sitting outside of my car and I see this bird just fly up next to me. And it got a whole chip on his back. I don't know if y'all was just able to see it, but hold on. I'm about to make sure I zoom in and get a little better view. Y'all see it better right here? And then that thing tried to keep flying away every time I pointed the camera at it. Now, you see I'm looking at you.
Another government bird. See? I told you. They're spying on us. They're all government birds. Where's the white in his eyes? Oh, that's creepy, dude. Why does it look like that? That's a scary looking cat, man. It looks like an owl in disguise, like it's pretending to be a cat.
He was being watched by an ice crawler.
Jesus, what is that?
A group of people rode cable cars into the mountains to explore an ice cave when they saw something creepy inside.
Yeah. What waterfall?
Over here.
Oh yeah, coming off the side, yeah.
This way, to the left. Rail on the left.
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an iceman. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost. Oh my God. It must be thousands of years old.
Inside the ice cave, a grey icy creature resembling the rake is seen climbing up. Just what is it doing?
What the hell, bro? It was moving erratically too. That didn't even look like a person. What was that for real? Was that like a frog? A ghoul maybe just chilling in the cave?
Oh, that's just...
Oh my goodness. Look at all the freaking spider webs.
Wow.
Okay, turn it off.
The dude was
Wow, that's
flabbergasted.
all spider web. Wow. Whoa.
That's where it's at?
Yes, sir.
Only solution here is to burn the house down. I wouldn't even worry about that leak anymore. I think they got bigger problems now. That's an insane amount of spider webs. I don't know what's worse, being held hostage by an armed robber my first day on the job, or that they're eating my PB&J I was saving for lunch. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. That dude is extra evil. That is completely unnecessary. Like, he couldn't just buy lunch with all the things he just stole. That is beyond rude. That man's like Jeffrey Dahmer evil.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm here for just to ask if you'd like to buy some Bibles.
Oh, no thanks. Please leave.
What?
Please leave.
Okay, thank you, sir. Eat it. Happy mother. This property owner is armed. That's a pelican in the picture, fool. That's the Desert Eagle 50. They're soft. Open the doors. Man, that's invasion of privacy, man. Keep looking at me like that.
Damn, immediate crash out. This is the guy selling Bibles? The dude that's ironically possessed by like a petty demon or something? Dude was just asking for it, huh? Oh my goodness. Bro, is that seriously being held on by like a shoelace? Wow, those damn pop-up carnivals, I'm telling you, bro. I don't even trust permanent rides. That's crazy that nobody said anything about that.
This Taco Bell news is crazy. It might be linked to the explosive diarrhea parasite that's been taking over the country. So if you've been planning on a late night Taco Bell run, you might want to hold off with the lettuce, the tomatoes, or really any of those ingredients that helped you kind of justify it and think that it was kind of healthy. Because right now you've got health officials investigating a massive multi-state outbreak of a literal explosive diarrhea parasite that might be tied to your favorite chalupa. So far, you've had over 4,000 people getting sick, at least 80 hospitalized since eating there. Because unlike a normal boozy 2 a.m. trip to the Bell, the diarrhea caused by cyclosporiasis, it can be weeks long, which is one of the quickest ways to dehydrate yourself, and in extreme cases, it leads to. But also, here's a huge thing. While Taco Bell, they are currently a focal point, you've got many experts pretty sure that the contamination is somewhere up in the supply chain. So like a regional supplier of fresh produce, or even at the agricultural level, which is then kind of gross because the parasite is most commonly caused by water contaminated with human feces. And so it's the fact that there's a good chance that it's not just Taco Bell's produce being infected that's caused state and city officials to issue really strict recommendations about produce. So you have the merging supermarket customers to not buy prepackaged produce. In Michigan and Texas, they're warning about all produce, including fresh stuff. You've got San Diego probably going the furthest, at least so far, setting off alarm bells after warning that fresh produce should be avoided for at least a week as investigators get to the bottom of whatever the hell's going on. That's because a very key thing here is that this parasite can't just be removed by washing your produce like you normally would. Instead, you'd have to use heat to kill it, and like, who wants to boil their lettuce? So right now, you've got everyone kind of waiting for the FDA to issue a public recall, although privately, they might be already putting that into motion. But hey, we'll see what happens next, so share to spread the word and follow to stay in the loop.
I mean, Taco Bell already kind of does this, right? I guess we gotta stick to Doritos, Honey Buns, and Rice Krispies for a week. I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Have any of you guys gotten sick from this yet? I'm kind of going through a salad phase right now, and I'm just waiting for it. I still haven't got it, but have y'all been hit by it? Maybe by going to Taco Bell? So one night we rock up to our campsite way too late, pitch black already, spooky vibes. My friend Zaza starts honking her horn like an idiot, and I'm thinking she's just being dramatic. Nope, turns out some random woman had climbed up on her car like a demon. She's whimpering the creepiest stuff like, "Give it to the kids, take the children." Which is wild because, ma'am, what kids? Then she just starts jumping on the car like it's a trampoline at 2 a.m. I walk over like, "Okay, hun, off the car, thanks." And then she stops, stares at me, and just full on hisses before lunging an attack. I dodged, she belly flopped, then bolted off into the darkness. We packed it up and changed campsites immediately because, yeah, no, I'm not sleeping after meeting a witch. All right. That sounds like a crazy story. Let's check it out.
Car. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. We have to move because of this.
What?
I thought I saw somebody as well. I think there's another person. Someone in red. Yeah. Hard time. And she bent your roof. Yeah, let's just go. Come on, we'll just off. I'll show you the video.
Damn, she's definitely on something because she straight up face planted. She really did just run off into the woods. That's freaking creepy. She's out of her mind. She's out of her mind, bro. They're smart. I would have left too. That lady was definitely not gonna let them sleep.
On February 7th of 2023, footage from a security camera was shared by Nicole White, who to this day has no idea what was captured. Nicole explains that the video was recorded when her brother and sister were setting up a surveillance camera inside her house. It was a gift for Nicole and her family, including her own brother, who was living with her at this time. But this may be the reason why the following happened. Nicole believes that her brother's collection of archaeological artifacts like fossils and arrowheads were all either cursed or haunted. Because she lived under the same roof as him, she no doubt believes that what was captured had some connection to those artifacts. Now in the video, Nicole's sister is using their brother as a point of reference for the camera when this is captured.
It's too dark, bro. Can't see it.
It's no wonder why Nicole was terrified upon seeing this. Looking closely, a creepy, goat-like apparition appears over her brother's shoulder. It's there momentarily, before vanishing out of sight. Now, whether sharing the resemblance of a goat or not, there's no denying that a distinct outline of some figure is seen. But according to Nicole, if you look closely, you can make out a pair of horns and nails. This might be the reason why she compares it to the Goat Man, an urban legend about a creature who's both human and goat. While she isn't saying that it's the Goat Man itself, she is claiming that it's supernatural and believes that her brother's collection of artifacts is the reason for its presence. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was a ghost caught on camera or not?
That could be it. That could be true. I wouldn't want to be messing with no artifacts. I wouldn't keep them in my house. That sounds scary as hell. That is some bad juju, man. I wouldn't want none of that.
In any other state or any other part of the world, people would probably like freak the out thinking that they're being invaded by aliens and they saw a UFO. But in San Francisco, when you see lasers in the sky shooting left and right, you're just like, was that there yesterday? I thought it was green, not blue or colorful. This is normal for us. We see stars in the sky. We don't got no stars, but we got lasers.
What the hell? Wait, so somebody's doing this? Somebody's actually shooting a laser down from the sky? Or is it from the ground? Either way, that's weird. They're making their own Aurora Borealis? They're making their own Aurora Borealis. Whatever that green light is called. You know which one.
A severe thunderstorm warning for this mobile coverage area. Take cover immediately if threatening weather approaches. A13H06 or Avance de la Samedi. Environment. A severe thunderstorm warning for this mobile coverage area.
What the
Take cover
hell, bro?
immediately if threatening weather approaches. A13H06 or Avance de la Samedi. Environment.
Yo, why does it sound like that? I can't take that warning serious. Not if it sounds like that. Imagine that's the last thing you hear before you die in a tornado. I would be so mad. I'd come back and haunt my family. This is why I like shopping in Target, because Walmart always got some spunky going on. Why is he blue? Is this the guy that be eating quarters or whatever? Oh, those are tattoos. That's crazy, dude. How did you tattoo your whole body. That must have been painful. Dude just wants to be a real avatar, I guess. I thought this was the guy that was eating quarters. Was it quarters? I think it was quarters. I don't think he's alive anymore. Y'all remember that, right? When there was this guy that was eating quarters and his skin turned blue? I think it, yeah, I think it ended up just offing him. Warning for some of y'all in this next clip, if you're eating, you might want to stop or skip ahead, because this next one is crazy.
What's the world coming to when they start finding people hiding in porta potty toilets? I'm not talking about hiding inside of porta potties. I'm talking about people hiding in the toilet. More specifically, what's going on in Kansas City? Because that's where this happened. These guys, though disgusted, don't seem that shocked.
Oh no.
This guy was found inside the toilet of a porta potty actively being used.
Yeah, now come out. Come on, man. The guy's poking his head in it. I know. Come on, get on out of there. Here you go.
I have so many questions about this entire thing. All the guy does is complain as they keep cutting the hole bigger and bigger, him still saying he can't get out, and even gets mad at the first responders and starts calling them names for the thing he did.
Put your head through the hole. No, lean your head through the hole, bro. I'm the dumb while singing a yellow.
Not only wasting their time and pissing them off, but they then had to hose him down once they made the hole so big he had no excuse but to get out of the porta potty toilet.
Come on, son. What excuse could you possibly have to be doing this? What level of mental illness do you have to be to hit this kind of rock bottom? Someone commented, by the way, he was butt naked. Why? Why? Just why? Y'all need to put that guy in solitary confinement. Don't let him see the sunlight ever again. What's going on with the sky right now? What is that? Is that the sun? Is that the sun, dude? Why does it look like that? I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen the moon looking all crazy like that, but never the sun. Well, that's cool looking.
This astronaut almost drowned in outer space. This is a very real space horror story. This is astronaut Luca Parmitano, and in 2013 he put on his spacesuit, left the safety of the International Space Station for the vacuum of space to conduct some work on the outside of the station. While he was doing that, he was wiring some cables. The helmet of his astronaut suit suddenly and quickly started filling up with water. It started covering his eyes, his nose, his ears, and his mouth. He also couldn't hear any communications anymore from the ground team at NASA or from his fellow astronauts. And to make everything so much worse, they were orbiting at this point on the dark side of Earth, so he was operating in the darkness, just guided by the light on his suit. And obviously, like, rule number one is you can't take your helmet off in space, but he did say that at this point, the only plan he could think of was opening the safety valve on the back of his helmet to let some water out, knowing he would lose consciousness. But obviously that's a last resort, so he used the recoil mechanism on the safety cable that attached him to the space station, and it brought him back to the hatch. When he got in, and this is all on video, they basically ripped the helmet off of him, and they spent a few minutes trying to dry him, getting water out of his ears and his mouth. And after a few minutes, thankfully he was okay, but they figured out that the cooling system for the spacesuits uses water, and one of the filters had clogged. This is a real photo. And this is from when they tested the suit again later. But NASA just announced the crew for the Artemis 3 mission in Earth's orbit, and Luca Parmitano is on it, which is very exciting. He's obviously very good in high-stress situations.
That's a completely new and original fear that's been unlocked. Drowning in space, dude. Why does that sound so terrifying to think about? If that would have been me, I probably would be now. I would have fully panicked. I don't know how you make it out of that. That's crazy. Bro, stop. It's a giant earth pimple. That's literally a pimple, my guy. That's disgusting. Disturbing camping encounter caught on camera.
Out to be a woman. She said her car was stuck up at the East Cut, and she needed help. David offered what he could. He told her he had signal and offered to make a phone call on her behalf. She claimed her phone had no signal, but David knew that near the East Cut, you get reception. And something about the whole thing just didn't add up.
Alright guys, I'm gonna pack up and leave. So, that was a weird situation. I got a really bad vibe about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle because it just didn't sound right. She had a freaking phone. I offered her to make a phone call. She said no. You know, I might sound like a jerk, but I don't know, man. I'm out here by myself. There's no patrolling law enforcement out here. You're on your own, like the Wild West. The last thing I want to happen is get jumped or robbed or something. I mean, I can see the car light up there, like it comes in and out, but I don't know. I don't want to be in an ambush. Something weird.
He packed up the entire camp and gone. David even calls 911 to report the situation.
I called 911. I called the county just to report it, and they said they couldn't do much. They're like, we can't send anyone out there to like rescue or anything. Like, they're on their own on that one. And then I told them my predicament, and the guy was like, oh yeah, that sounds super sketchy. I'd probably leave.
Even the guy on the other line wasn't going to argue with David on this one. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, maybe it really was just someone stuck who needed help. And maybe it was. David himself said he hoped she was telling the truth and felt bad about the situation. But here's the thing. This is a stretch of coastline with a documented history of illegal activity. David mentioned it himself.
That's a smart man. I think he made the right move. The fact that even the cop told him that sounded sketchy, that's how you know he made the right move.
And it's a lot more comfortable at this hour, but we're still in the 80s here in the valley. So overnight temperatures not necessarily dropping, and this leads to less recovery time from the daytime heat. And it's a lot more comfortable at this hour, but we're still in the 80s here in the valley. So overnight temperatures not necessarily dropping, and this leads to less recovery time from the daytime heat.
They could have done a second take, bro. Oh, it was a live weather report? Okay. Alright, that's understandable. Maybe it would have made for better ratings if she would have freaked out, because that was definitely not worth keeping your composure for.
Now, the following footage was recently shared by a mother who was home alone when this happened. The only other person inside the house was her baby, who had just been put to sleep in her crib. It's been a hectic night trying to calm her down, as she wouldn't stop crying. According to Angela, the mother, her baby would continuously stare at an empty space before bursting into tears. It was definitely strange, but it wasn't something Angela found concerning. That is, until the following incident took place. At around 10 at night, Angela is woken up by a notification on her phone, alerting her that a person has been detected in the back patio. She immediately checks the security camera outside her house from her smartphone to see if maybe her husband was back from work. Instead, she sees this.
What the hell is that?
At first, Angela thought that the figure was simply a case of pareidolia, but then suddenly, this happens. The figure, which Angela thinks looks like a little girl, slowly dissipates into thin air. Just like that, the silhouette is gone. Now, Angela has made a video showing where the little girl had appeared. While it does give some context, her video makes the footage a whole lot creepier.
Okay, so this is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward. And then this is where the security camera is. So when I looked at the footage, I expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
It's the fact that Angela shows what it looks like if someone were to be standing at the door that makes the footage creepier. If Angela's body wasn't able to be seen, as she demonstrates, then how is this clearly apparent? They, or it, just stands there completely motionless. While she doesn't know for sure if this was something paranormal, she now knows what it was that her child was looking at. She believes that this had been responsible for making her baby upset. But of course, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
Oh god, that's creepy. That's a ghost for sure. It just disappeared. You gotta move now. What more proof do you need that that's a ghost? That can't be pareidolia. That's a literal girl. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.